everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm setting up my bullet journal for June, so let's just get right into it. Now, I'm sure it's been made pretty obvious by my thumbnail and my title that this month's theme is gonna be matcha. It's just that I'm not actually gonna only be doing matcha doodles because that would have been a bit too complicated. I would have had to do the same thing on every page. So I decided to do like that kind of matcha girl aesthetic. I think you know exactly what I mean. And if you don't, then you're gonna understand by the end of the video. It's basically a bunch of really girly elements and like clean girl aesthetic, and they're pink and they're pretty, you know, that kind of vibe. A cute little disclaimer that I do want to make before this is that I've never had matcha in my entire life. I'm not necessarily like a big fan of the idea. I'm not necessarily a big fan of drinks in general, but I think I will be trying it pretty soon with one of my friends because she really likes it, and we're probably gonna go out and try some. But yeah, that's essentially how I got to this month's theme idea. My friend was just talking about how much she likes matcha, and I was like, you know what? I think the color combination is incredibly pretty, like the green and the pink. I don't have an idea for my June theme, so what if I just steal this and put it in my bullet journal? I don't regret it entirely, but now that I've filmed this video, I'm not particularly satisfied with the theme either. I think it's been pretty messy, and if you've been around for a while or if you've watched any of my other YouTube videos, you know that I really hate circular shapes. I cannot draw them. I don't want to draw them. I think they look ridiculous when I do it. And unfortunately, this month, considering that it's a matcha theme, I did a lot of cups and a lot of mugs and a lot of circular things, and I think that's what ruined it. But at the end of the day, it still looks kind of cute, it still looks kind of aesthetic, and hopefully you guys will like it. So as a heads up, this is going to be a theme centered around this shade of green that I'm using right now. It's a Tombow dual brush pen. I will be having it linked in the description box below, and I will also be using a bunch of shades of pink. I will be using my Ohuhu markers for those because unfortunately my Tombow dual brush pens that I used pretty much every month in my themes have kind of died. They've given up on me after many years, and honestly they've served their time. I'm not even mad about it, but I'm just not willing to buy some new ones right now, so I'm just gonna use the million other markers that I have. It was kind of difficult for me to adapt to this new pink shade, for example, that I'm using right now, because I'm so used to the way the other markers used to look. But that's fine, you know, I think the final result is still pretty cute, and this cup that I'm drawing right now on the cover page is actually, I think, the best doodle this month, so you guys should take a good look at it. Okay, so this cover page actually contains a bunch of doodles that I think are pretty aesthetically pleasing. I found them all on Pinterest, obviously, and this cup in particular, alongside some of the doodles that I will be using throughout the month, are actually inspired by an artist that I think publishes this type of art on Etsy. Her name, or like her account name, is Chani Artwork. I will be leaving her socials in the description box below just to be entirely sure that I'm not messing up her name. But yeah, she's pretty cool, and I think you should check her out as well. She's giving me a lot of inspiration this month. As I was saying, my cover page contains a bunch of different elements. So I have my matcha cup, of course. I have a little bow. I have this little container that I'm coloring right now, and frankly, I don't really know what this is supposed to be. I've seen hand creams that were built like this, but if you were to ask me, this just reminds me of an oil paint. I don't know, you should let me know what you think it is, especially if you're into this aesthetic. And then of course some AirPods, because I am obsessed with my AirPods. Ever since I bought them, like, I don't even know, maybe like 5 years ago, they have been a daily companion. And I remember I used to always buy new pairs of wired earphones, and it was just terrible. I wasted so much money on those. When I thought about this cover page, I had this idea to do kind of like a frame thing. It's just that in the meantime, I realized that my marker, my Tombow Dual Brush Pen that I was talking about, gave up on me entirely. So I was kind of like, what the heck should I even do? Because I wanted it to be pink, but then I realized that I have this marker that I used, and I think it's a pretty cute color. I didn't show you the process because I was actually unsure of whether or not I want to keep it, or like I want to just keep the frame look without coloring it in, but I think it turned out pretty cute. Alrighty, now on to the quote page. I'm keeping it simple, as always, the same exact layout, except as I said, this is not going to be focused on matcha again because it would make it boring. Instead, I decided to do like a little matcha dessert, if you're gonna pay attention to the top right there. And then I also added this little envelope. This is one of my favorite doodles. I feel like you could integrate it in every theme and it would still look so cute. The quote itself is not actually a quote. As you know, sometimes I just do this when there's nothing I could possibly put on this page. This one says, "Don't forget, I'm also just a girl." I think you know the sound is like a TikTok sound. It's very popular. I think it's from like a TV show or movie or something. I'm not quite sure, but I thought it matched. I colored in the dessert at the top, and right now I'm just using a pink marker to write the last part of my quote. And here is a close-up to these two pages. I ended up adding some washi tape as well. And now we're moving on to my next spread, which is gonna be my habit tracker. Alright, I don't think this next part needs any explanation. I'm just using a bit of a different layout for my boxes this month, but it's nothing too complicated. You can just watch it happen while I just explain a bunch of things or talk about a bunch of other things so that we can connect, you know? The first thing I want to tell you guys is that normally in my videos I add a second spread that is not this habit tracker. It's actually my calendar spread. This month I also have that one, but the problem is that my camera on this iPhone 13 is like the most frustrating thing I have ever witnessed in my entire life. It switches the lighting on and off and it looks crazy, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. And obviously once I draw these things on video, it's not like I can just delete that video and start again because I've already done the drawings, you know? So that's what happened, but thankfully I actually ended up hating the spread altogether. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to try to save this. I'm not even going to try to edit this video into looking better. I'm just going to remove it altogether. Although nobody asked and nobody cares, I will be including a short clip of it, like when I do the flip through at the end of the video, just in case you're curious how it looks. I just think it looks so messy and like it doesn't match this aesthetic theme at all, but you know, now I'm stuck with it for a whole month, so I can't really complain. Now, the second and more important thing I want to tell you guys is that you should look at my nails because I think they're so cute. I absolutely love the set that I did this month, and I am intending to keep these for a very long time because I've been doing them every 2 weeks or so, which is like way too soon. And I'm not necessarily complaining about the materials that I waste, but I'm complaining about the quality of my nails and the health of my nails. I wouldn't want them to be, you know, extra sensitive because of this, but this particular set with pink and brown looks so cute, and it actually got me thinking that I should do like a pink and brown theme. I should figure something out. Now we are switching the camera angles and we're getting closer because I'm doing my illustration of the month. As always, this page turns out pretty cute because it's just a huge doodle. This month I went for this combination between a mug of matcha and a cute little croissant with a bow on it. I found this exact inspo pic on Pinterest. It's just that When I found it, it looked sort of like an embroidery type thing. It didn't look like an illustration or anything, but I decided to use it because it's so cute and so girly, and I think it matches this theme perfectly. Through this doodle, I actually realized that I really love drawing croissants. Croissants and ice creams are actually my favorite things to draw. I don't know why and I don't know how, but they always turn out amazing when I do it, like so flawless, and they look so soft and so cute, and this one I think is no exception. Now I am just moving on to the coloring part, and I'm gonna let you enjoy the time lapse. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I think it looks really cute. I added this cute little, what do you even call it? Like a latte art on the matcha. I think it's so cute. And now I'm adding the frame again to kind of match the look of my cover page. It's just that this time I'm actually showing you how I did it. Unlike with the cover page, you can tell that I'm very messy when it comes to coloring. I don't respect any rules, any directions. I'm just doing whatever feels right. And then just like with my cover page, I went ahead and added an overline around these elements in the frame just to make them look a little bit more obvious. Here is yet another close-up, this time to my habit tracker spread. I think it turned out pretty neat and I am kind of satisfied with it. Now we're moving on to a spread that is unbeatable in my bullet journal, which is of course my playlist and review spread. For this spread, I decided to treat these both pages like a whole, which kind of means that instead of doing the playlist entirely and then moving on to the review, I'm just doing them like in between type of thing. I don't know if you know what I mean, but you will be able to tell. And also for this spread, I decided to give the drinks a break, and I am instead doodling some desserts. The desserts will be green, of course, because they are matcha themed. And while you watch me drawing in this satisfying time lapse, I just want to check in with you guys and ask how you are, how you've been, how you feel about summer coming. I don't know if anyone is even gonna watch this video or not. Normally there are some people that always watch my videos, and I'm very grateful for those people. I'm not gonna lie though, I would love if these videos actually got pushed to more people. And this one has 20 minutes. Normally they're kind of like 30 minutes long, so hopefully this one being shorter is gonna make it more popular. But honestly, at this point, I don't even care. Instagram is definitely like my main platform, so if you're not following me there, I think you definitely should go, because I post a lot more cute things on there. Since I always treat my journaling videos as an actual journal page, I just want to talk about my summer plans real quick as well, because normally I don't really have many people to share this with, but I am really excited for the summer. I'm mainly excited because I just cannot wait to not stress about school anymore. Here where I study, we get kind of a really long summer vacation, which is kind of weird because in high school and like middle school or whatever, we didn't used to have this, but in college it's just like huge. It's almost 4 months, and I'm so excited. I'm just thinking about all the things that I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be reading, I'm gonna be drawing, journaling, coloring, you know, I'm gonna pick up a bunch of hobbies, and it's just gonna be amazing. As of today, I also finished my second year of college, yay. But now I am entering my exam season for the next month. So yeah, I'm just excited for this period of time to pass, and then I just have summer all to myself, and it's gonna be awesome. And hopefully all my exams go well. I'm trying to manifest positivity, and you know, and I'm obviously also studying for it, you know. I'm not just expecting the good grades to show up, but yeah, I'm still pretty stressed about it, but hopefully it's gonna be okay. Alright, that was a lot of talking, but this is a close-up with the spread that we just did. I think it turned out relatively okay. I'm not satisfied with the doodles, but from afar they look decent. So now let's just move on to the last thing I want to show you today, which is going to be my first weekly of June. Over the past couple months, I started reusing this layout that I'm also using right now. It's a 2-page weekly spread, but it is not horizontal, it is vertical. And honestly, I just forgot how amazing this layout used to be. It's so spacious, like I have so much time to write my tasks, but it also still gives me so much space for doodles, because this is quite important to me. I'm the type of person that really loves doodle heavy spreads. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, and I know that's not what everybody has time to do, but since I'm already spending so many hours on like content and whatever, I just say whatever and I do this as well. I'm adding some smaller doodles around the boxes just to keep the theme going, but the main two things that I have on this page are this matcha mug, and it's going to be a pink mug with obviously green matcha, and then I also have a matcha ice cream, and that doodle turned out so neat and so pretty. I actually need to try like an ice cream theme. I think that would turn out so pretty, and I would actually be satisfied with it for once in my life. But anyway, this spread is actually turning out pretty cute. You should guys let me know what you think as well. Also, on another note, for this video I went back to editing in CapCut. Over the last couple months, I have been using Canva because it kind of allowed me to use so many features for free. CapCut does that as well. It's just that they have this new annoying feature where the logo of CapCut is always in your video. Right now it's not because I get 3 videos without the logo. This is my 3rd one. So next month I'm definitely going back to my Canva. I actually randomly won like a Canva Pro membership for like a month. So I need to do something about that as well. I need to use it one way or another. But yeah, you should guys let me know if you know any CapCut hacks or maybe like what I could possibly do to get rid of that logo. There's no way I'm paying that much for an editing app, but you know. And since we're talking about editing, I also want to apologize for the changes in light in this video. I previously mentioned my camera settings being all weird, but unfortunately, as I was filming this video, a thunderstorm was going on, and it still is going on as I'm recording the voiceover and editing. And it was that kind of like bipolar storm where it was either incredibly dark outside or incredibly sunny all of a sudden. So it was just messy every couple minutes. I hope that didn't bother you too much. I tried to sort of adjust it with editing, and hopefully it was not that visible. Okay guys, that was yet another spread, and here is a close-up. This one turned out okay-ish. I have mixed feelings, but that ice cream doodle is really cute. And that was the video that I prepared for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope this theme resonated with at least a part of you. If you would like to see more content like this and even other formats, I highly encourage you to check out my Instagram. I have all my socials as well as the materials used in this video linked in the description box below. I'll see you guys next time.